everyone, we are Team Algorithms. So our problem statement is like in the current scenario, everyone uses LeetCode for their online DSA preparation and stuffs. But the thing is, in the current market, we don't have anything which focuses on the development side of the things, like Docker or like practicing React on some browser kind of stuffs. So we are coming up with a solution which enables you to practice this development kind of stuffs in an online simulated kind of environment. Okay, so now I'll be showing you the React environment which we have built on this platform. So this is the React component. So like the user will be able to see the question over here. The question says he or she needs to create a red nav bar with the title dev tau, and he can call some API over here. So like if we change anything over here, like if you see the text dev tau over here, if we change it to something else, so you can see here. It will throw some error, right? So like if the user only inputs the proper string, then only it will get executed and all the test cases will pass. So renders dev tau, so should be in. Okay, so now I'll be showing you the React environment which we have built on this platform. So you can the user can read the question from the left side. Question says you need to create a red nav bar with the title dev tau, and here we are also we're providing the user some option to call some API over here, and the result is displayed over here. So let's say if the user types something else than dev tau, then this will automatically throw an error saying that something is going wrong over here. Okay, so the correct thing should be if I write a dev tau over here. So yeah, now all the test cases are passed. If I click on submit button, so like once the user hits the submit button, every time an NFT will be minted. Now this process is basically to reward the user. So we can confirm this. Okay, so now if I click on the submit button, it will mint the NFTs. Now this is done in order to reward the user. So like when he submits the problem, an NFT will be minted. So the MetaMask comes over here, and yeah, if you click on the confirm button, so so now we'll be clicking on the submit button. So once the user clicks on the submit button, an NFT will be minted. Now this is done in order to reward the user basically. So yeah, the MetaMask pop-up comes over here, and simply we need to click on the confirm button. So yeah, the process is running behind the scenes, I think. So let us just into the console over here. Yeah, you can see that the transaction is basically confirmed. And if we go to the console, so if you go to the console, so we can see the object is coming with this IPFS hash and all those things are coming over here. So yeah. Okay, so now we have also implemented the system design feature, like what the users can practice the system design problems over our platform. So simply we'll go to the system design thing. So here is the problem: design a URL shortener. Now, so like there are various of options which enables the user to simulate the exact situation, like how you would be doing in an HLD interview. So you can simply drag and drop the components over here. So these components can be simply drag and dropped over here, and you can make the connections over here like this. So yeah, and if you want to check the answer to the problem, you can click on this button, reveal answer. So this shows the answer to the problem, which the user can refer to anytime.
So the next feature is the backend testing involvement. So when a user writes a function and then it's in the info like what the involvement of the function. So based on the user input, a container will be created, and then a function will be loaded into that container, and the output will be generated from that container. So you can see in the code, Docker, we are creating a Docker container. We are taking image name as a parameter from the user, then the env to cmd name. So you can see here is a mapping. So depending on the image name, there is a command line we need to run. So if it's a node based application, we need to run node main.js. Similarly, if it's a Python, so Python main py, so every test case is handled or every edge is handled. Then we are taking all the output from the console, and then we are sending the output back to the user. So there is one more feature, that is the DevOps and the CI/CD practice. So our platform also provide user to practice things like writing a Docker file, writing CI/CD in Jenkins, and everything. So let me show you the example. So here we need to write a Docker container. So we can write from here, like from Ubuntu. So in this way you can practice the writing Docker container file, CI/CD, and everything from our application itself. So the next thing is the decentralized and blockchain integration. So whenever a user submits a code, we upload that code to the IPFS. So whenever we upload something to IPFS, a CID is generated. CID is the unique identity for each content. So if two programs have the same thing, each and every line is same, then CID for both will be same. So it will help us to reduce the plagiarism. So we are checking the plagiarism using whether this CID is already available in our database or not available in database. So we have also a feature of CSS citing. So we can write a CSS and then compare the things. Like here we can write the CSS file index.js style.cs, and we can compare on the basis whether it's same or not, and it will generate a score. We are using a Wolfram API to image recognition and measuring the similarity between them. Then the next and the most unique feature of our application is the CLI tool. So it's very tiresome to write a code in the browser-based IDE. So you can write your code and problem solving in your own IDE. So just you can download our CLI, and this CLI will provide you all capabilities. So you can do terminal-based problem solving, direct problem submission, progress tracking, and integration. So you can see here there are two options mainly: clone a repo. Then you have to give ID, and then depending on the ID, a repo will be cloned. Then you can submit a problem 456. That's the ID. Then a test will be run for that problem, and the test parts problem will be submitted. So that's the CLI. So we are using the technology stacks. So we are using React and Tailwind CSS for the front end. For backend, it's Node.js, MongoDB, Docker for containerization, and Jest for testing. For blockchain, we are using Aptos, that's the Move language, then the Solidity for the ETH environment, and we are deploying this on the Polygon network. Then we are using Hardhat as a framework, then EtherJS for the blockchain interaction, and for the storage, Pinata IPFS, that is a decentralized one, and MongoDB Atlas, that's the primary for the backend. So what are the next goals for this application? So we are going to expand the question bank, add bug solving competition, bug bounties, enhancing the test coverage to make it more robust, add smart contest running environment, advanced gamification, more CLI improvement, and much more. So in this project, we have also used many sponsors like Polygon. So we are uploading our whole dApp on this Polygon, so it helps in L2 scaling, layer 2 scaling. Then the Aptos Foundation, we have written the smart content in the Move language, so it also helps in scalability. Then the Avalanche, using Avalanche we have created our own subnet in our local environment, so we have created kind of our own blockchain. So here you can see that we have created our own blockchain, Avalanche blockchain, create my blockchain, by entering something. Then these are the results.
Okay, so in this app we also have a Web3 based authentication. So the user can simply click on the login button. Okay, so in this app we also have it's a Web3 based login system. So if we click on this login button, so there are various options. If we can click on the view more option, so plenty of options are there. For now we will be continuing with Google. So choose an account. So it's basically authenticating. Yeah, so now we are connected to our account.